guys, today is February 28th, Tuesday, February 28th, and what does that mean? Classic Joke Tuesday! Classic Joke Tuesday, you guys are right, you're so smart. So, what do you get when you swallow bullets?
I don't know.
Well, of course your hair grows out in bangs, you know. Yeah. Alright, well today we have an awesome guest lineup for you today on the Shoe Show. So, just get ready for that after our commercial break. Not break. Closeout deals! 50% off on t-shirts, sweats, hoodies, blankets, robes.
50% off.
Bibs. Get your monogramming for Christmas gifts too at Good Stuff Liquidation Sale. So, welcome back to the show, guys. Our first guest today is a very special guest. How many of you heard about the Auburn University basketball girls team winning the national championship?
Yeah!
Yeah, way to go, Auburn. Well, today our guest is the basketball coach, Becca Ballin. Woo! Yeah, go Becca. All right. Well, you just finished reading Lord of the Flies, didn't you?
I did.
How did you think the book was?
It was a great book.
I thought the book was awesome too, but how did you think about what did you think about the movie?
I didn't think it matched the book that good. I mean, for starters, the boys were on the ship together, and they should not know each other at the beginning.
Yeah, in the book they didn't even know. They landed all different, like in different spots, and they weren't together to begin with, and then maybe just kind of messed it up because Ralph and Piggy didn't call the conch to bring them all together in the first place. But another thing was that Piggy and Ralph were both friends in the beginning too, so that kind of threw everybody off too because they weren't supposed to know each other, you know?
Yeah.
That just kind of screwed it up.
Yeah. And like, Ralph was supposed to tell everybody that his name was Piggy, and that kind of gave him the reputation of being fat and the loser of the crowd. And then since everybody knew his name was Piggy, then that just ruined the whole theme of the Piggy being fat.
Yeah, I know. He was the smartest one in that book. I wish they would listen to him a little bit more. It might have turned out in a better situation. But another thing was how Ralph was the leader, but like, you know how the boys chose him? They still chose him in the movie as well as in the book, but they didn't, like, Jack didn't try to fight back as much as he did in the book. It was just, it wasn't a good setup. I didn't enjoy the movie half as much as I did the book.
Yeah. The choir boys, when the comp was called, they should have came out of the woods, and Ralph had that different hat on, and that showed that he was a leader, and that just wasn't established in the movie because there was no choir boys and there was no different hat to say that he was the leader.
Yeah, I didn't make it any better because, like, Ralph was the one who won the little argument over who was going to be the leader, but Jack, he was supposed to be arguing because he was a choir leader, but that just didn't work out in the movie as much as it did the book. Well, so tell me about your national championship.
Oh, it was great. We all got a medal,
So,
and we worked really hard to get there.
that's awesome. Well, I got a little present for you because I have to get all of my guests presents, you know.
I love presents.
So, here's this.
Thanks.
You might be able to use it next year in your little basketball season.
Oh, yes.
And you know, I kind of figured you might gain a few pounds. So it's a 3X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have room to gain weight.
Alright, well, we'll be right back with our next guest just after this commercial break.
Hawaiian Tropic. Hi, my name's Piggy. This will come in handy if I was stranded on an island.
Alright guys, welcome back to the show. And our next guest is a very special guest. How many of you guys have heard of David Beckham?
Woo!
Yeah, he's pretty cute, right? Well, this is almost as awesome. His twin brother Bernie Beckham is here with us today. Welcome Bernie to the show. Yeah, man. Alright, well, welcome to the show, Bernie.
How you doing?
Pretty good, Bernie. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Alright, well, what do you think about the Lord of the Flies book?
I think it was a really good book.
Well, what did you think about the movie?
It wasn't nearly as good as the book.
It didn't compare very well, did it? Well, what were your thoughts? Why do you think that the movie didn't do the book justice?
Well, the captain was on the island with the boys, so it didn't really show the boys' savagery or anything like
Yeah,
that.
well, it showed like how the boys had the adult on the island, and like in the beginning, that was a really important part of the book when Ralph was like, no adults, yeah, all we have to do is have fun and get rescued, but for right now we have no adults and we can have as much fun as we want. So he kind of ruined that part, being there on the island with him. But what else do you think?
He was also represented the beast. Like in the book, they had a beast, but the captain was representing the beast.
Yeah, in the book it was just like they didn't have a certain. They just didn't know what the beast was, but then they kind of thought the captain was like a scary man or something. Scary caveman, so that kind of gave them something to be afraid of instead of just their imagination and what they could dream up like a monster or something. But another thing was like the responsibility that he gave the boys.
Yeah, they didn't have to have that responsibility in the book. When in the movie they really had to take care of him and extra responsibilities.
Yeah, I didn't like that. That kind of ruined the whole thing with their freedom, because they didn't have as much freedom having to take care of this old man. This old sick man, so that kind of ruined that part too. So tell me about your soccer plan.
I plan to go and play some college soccer and be like my twin brother, David Beckham.
Well, I can't wait to see you succeed in that.
Yeah.
I do have a gift for you though, because soccer's kind of played in the winter. Starts it off in the winter, right?
Yep.
Okay, well I know you get a little chilly during the soccer season, don't you? All right. Well, I've got you a sweater.
All right.
Isn't it pretty?
It's nice.
It's very pretty. I love this sweater. Woo! Nice present.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank
you
you.
want to slide it on
in
if
here.
you want.
All right.
You can slide it on. Let's just see what it looks like on you, man. I'm thinking you can pull it off.
All right.
Woo!
Well,
Is it me or is it you?
Well.
It's getting pretty hot in here.
Thank you, audience member. Well, we'll be right back to the show in just a moment with our next guest, and I bet you're going to love this one. See you soon.
be like me, Bernie Beckham, and wear Nike Vapors.
Welcome back, everyone. All right, I've already told you that you're going to love our next guest. Welcome, Miss Fitness USA. Hey, girl.
Hey!
So, how have you been?
Good. Staying fit as usual.
I heard you just won your Miss Fitness USA.
I did.
Of course. I love your crown.
Thanks.
Looking nice. All right. Well, what did you think about Lord of the Flies?
I absolutely love the book. It was amazing.
Well, William Golden did a really awesome job with his points and how he pointed things out in the book to symbolize the world and stuff, like how savagery and everything is important. But how did you think savagery played out in the movie as it did in the book?
The movie did not show it as much as the book. Like, I got more from the book than I did from the movie. It just did not fit at all.
Yeah, the savagery part. Like, this point that he tried to get across was how evil is inherited in every one of us. All of us are evil inside of us, and if you're put in the right position, it's going to show through. But how did you think it showed in the movie?
I felt like it just started out all wrong. Like, it was not represented as much because you just couldn't see it. Like, in the book, there was progression, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then in the movie, they just all stayed the same. Like, their hair didn't grow, nothing like that happened, so you didn't see how long they were actually on the island for the savagery to, like, show, like, to progress.
Yeah. And that, like, the hair thing, I think in the book it showed, like, everybody's hair grew. All the boys' hair grew, and they just looked nasty, and they all tanned and stuff. But Piggy, he really didn't change at all. His hair didn't grow. He didn't get any kind of tan going on, which I don't think he would have tanned very easily anyways, because he just doesn't sound like a tanning kind of guy. But another thing was, I think, it just wasn't long enough. The movie didn't, like, portray how long they really were on this island before they were found.
And for the savagery to, like, progress, you have to be there a pretty long time, like the book explained and, like, described to us through, like, words.
They went pretty savage fast when they killed Simon in the movie. That just tore my heart to pieces. That was my favorite character. You can't just kill someone like that. It's just gross. But, so tell me about your pageants. Are you doing any more pageants soon?
Yes. I'm planning to keep up the pageantry.
That's good. So you're going to keep fit, right, too?
Mm-hmm. You have to for pageants.
Do you do a lot of running?
Sure.
Do you need a running companion?
Of course.
Well, I have a little gift for you, as I do for all of my guests. Alright. Thought you opened that one up. Okay. I'm really excited about this, guys. It's my favorite.
Oh, a dog!
Isn't he so sweet?
Look at him!
Oh. What's you gonna name him?
Buddy.
Oh, your buddy.
My
Little
buddy. Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll be right back with your favorite segment coming up soon, right after a commercial break.
Gotta know how to find water. And food. Apple juice is always handy in the forest. And you gotta know how to find shelter. Technique is key in survival, woman. Survival Women, 6 p.m. on Sunday nights.
Alright, now it's time for your favorite segment, Guess Who is in That Shoe? For our first guess. Ooh, nice chacos. Who do you think would wear chacos in our story, The Lord of the Flies? I'm thinking maybe Simon. Simon would need a nice pair of comfortable sandals while he's exploring in the forest and finding the beast. Okay, time for our next guest. Now it's time for our next guest. Come on in. Ooh, a nice pair of hunting boots. I wonder who could wear these boots in the story. Maybe Jack? Yeah, I'm thinking that Jack could use a nice pair of hunting boots out in the woods exploring for some good old meat. Alright, now for our third guest. Come on in, third guest. Ooh, Miss USA Fitness has on some nicely bright colored tennis shoes. Who could use a good pair of tennis shoes in the story, Lord of the Flies? Maybe Ralph? Yeah, I'm thinking Ralph could have used a nice pair of tennis shoes. Maybe not neon pink, so he could hide from the other boys. But those savages started coming after him pretty crazy at the end of the story. I'm thinking a nice pair of tennis shoes would have been a nice choice for Ralph. So now it's my turn. I have on some nice 5-finger shoes. Who could use these shoes in the story Lord of the Flies? I'm thinking that maybe Sam and Eric could use these to be running through the forest with all the other boys and catching up. They also had to climb those rocks, and these are nice climbing shoes. So, Sam and Eric, here's your new shoes. See you next time on the Shoe Show, and as I always say, if the shoe fits, wear it. Bye. Hey guys, welcome to the Shoe Show with your host, Lorna! Closeout deals, 50% off on t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, blankets, robes, bibs! Get your rock! Ow! Go.
You're back again.
Alright, so tell me about your soccer season. How's that been going for you?
It's going pretty.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it's going pretty good.
Okay.
I'm sorry. What?
Hey! You're messing up